We're going to start with England. And despite Thomas Tuchel's side facing two crucial World Cup qualifiers between now and Tuesday, the transfer saga of the summer was a hot topic of conversation at St George's Park today. That's because Newcastle's Dan Burn was the man to speak to the media, as well as Tuchel. And the defender insists he bears no ill will. Alexander Isak, who left St James's Park on Monday to join Liverpool. Let's go live to Rob Dorset, who's still at St George's Park for us. And Rob, Burn was the first Newcastle player to speak publicly about the Isak situation. So I guess it was no surprise when he was put up by England that he was going to get asked a few questions about Isak.
Yeah, and it's not normal protocol, to be honest. The FA and the players and the clubs don't like us talking to the players about very much club issues when they're away on international duty. It's not the done thing, but it was such a huge elephant in the room that we were talking to Dan Burn, and I felt we couldn't really not ask him about it, of course, because as you said in your introduction, we haven't heard from any Newcastle players yet since Alexander Isak moved to Liverpool on transfer deadline day, and about the entire saga which had carried on for a couple of months building up to that. Dan Burn, I think you have to give him huge credit. He's becoming a real leader in this England dressing room as much as he is a leader in the St James's Park dressing room right now. He's a safe pair of hands, but he's very eloquent in the way that he deals with some difficult issues, and he did exactly the same thing again today. And we've often wondered, haven't we, how players feel about the transfer business and how some of their teammates react when it becomes a bit acrimonious. Do they just chalk it up as, oh, look, it's football, everybody's got to make a living, they're trying to do the best for themselves, totally understand? Or do they feel much more like the Newcastle United supporters do, largely betrayed by Alexander Isak? They feel that he's blotted his legacy, despite winning Newcastle's first major trophy in several decades. Well, have a listen to what...